Thank you again, Corey, for my wonderful, whoops, tripod. I you may not get you may not get videos for a couple of days, folks, because I have, what else is new? I've damaged my knee. I don't know how I did it, but I'm, hi ho silver, my walker's right there. And it took me 25 minutes to get my tea. Hey, Corey, thank you for the tripod. It took me 25 minutes to get my cup of tea and my walker and my camera and tripod over here. 25 minutes because I can't walk. Hey, Sherry Leach, how are things going at your daughter's, honey? Excuse me. Got a hole in my lip. So I'm just sitting here getting ready to mend. There's only two options for me when I can't walk. Hey, hey, hey. Let me make sure I'm on live chat, not top chat, so I can at least see what's going on here. Maybe that's been my problem all along. Hey, Elaine Marie. So I'm sitting here. I have yes, it's a round patch. I have a tendency. Good morning from Arizona. Hi, Deb. Speaking of Arizona, I bought these sheets in Arizona when we had a mobile home there, and we sold that thing in 2012. So these sheets are over 10 years old. Now, I get really, especially in the wintertime. Hey, Karen! How's it going? Leona, hi. Watching from Florida. Hi, Rita. I'm sorry if I can't catch all the chat, but my feet are my heels get really rough. And they always wear out the same spot on the sheet. So my sheets all kind of look like this. They all kind of have a patch on them where my heels wear through. So how's everybody doing today? I'm really sorry you're not getting any videos for the next day or two. Maybe tomorrow I'm thinking of baking some chocolate chip banana bread or a blueberry pie. I haven't decided yet, but those are something I can do when I sit down. Katrina, babe! I do that too, flannel or cotton. Yeah. So, I mean, sheets are getting expensive, and we live too much in a disposable society. So, when I can't do much, I sit here and I mend. So, I'm patching the sheets. Hey, Elaine. Dad's funeral is this Thursday. Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry, darling. We will keep you in our prayers. Joe, where's Joe? Joe. Okay, Joe won't be able to stay long, done with surgery. Okay. What, please? Okay, Joe, thank you for letting us know. I want to say what happened, what was the surgery, blah, 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 but you're in no shape to answer those questions right now. So, Joe, thank you for checking in. I was really getting worried. Hey, D-Double. I was getting really worried. So, let me see if I can't move this a little bit more over here. How do I turn this? Okay, I can speak. Whoops, that's not it. That's not it. Hang on, guys. Yes, you're looking at my messy house. I need to be able to turn this. Guess not, eh? Unless it were, oh, whatever. We'll just deal with what we have. Oh, there's another half a Georgia. Put that in my ashtray. Oh, and I dropped it. Okay. Well, thank you. I love my ears. Okay, what's going on here with this? Now I've buggered something up. Okay. I like this tripod because it can fit in tight places. So, today I'm mending. Howie's at the races. Oh, shoot, I got that caught on something there. Howie's at the races. I couldn't go because I can barely walk, let alone climb in and out of the couch, or climb in and out of the coach, I should say. So my ears match my shirt. Well, that's kind of the idea, isn't it? I should have my glove on, but I'm not getting up to go looking for it. I know where it is, but I'm not getting up to go into the office to get it. There's only two places for me when my knees get this bad, and it's this chair or bed. Even my chair in the office. Well, thank you, BlackRock. Hi, how are you? Do you see Gracie? She's never far away. She's right there. Boss puppy. Boss puppy. Hey, Lori M. Oh. I drink out of a 30-ounce mug because I would drink a 11-ounce mug in about 3 swallows. The chat keeps coming up and disappearing. So I'm just going to sit here and sew because there's a big old hole in this sheet. I just found out canning pickles with some grape leaves keeps them fresh. I wish I had some grape leaves. I've planted a couple of grapevines, but Gracie, I don't know what it is about grapes and roses. Gracie just tears them up. And I honestly think it's because it's like the bee. Yeah, hi, Mary Jane. Yes. Bay leaf works too, really, but doesn't bay leaf change the flavor? Doesn't bay leaf change the flavor? I use alum. I soak my pickles in alum, but I'm not going to be making any dill pickles this year because I still have dill pickles from 2 years ago or 3 years ago. We don't eat them that much, but I am going to be making relish this year. God, this is awkward. I'm going to be making relish this year, and I mean a lot of relish. We eat a lot of relish. But we don't eat a lot of relish. We eat, it's something I put in Howie's tuna sandwiches with mayo because that's the original tartar sauce, right? Is mayo and relish. We like it on hot dogs, sometimes on sausages, but we are out. I've got like a quarter pint left of my relish. Well, I got 4 beds of zucchini in, so we're going to have some zucchini relish, which is actually my favorite. I'm going to do some zucchini. I might do some green tomato bread and butter pickles. We'll see. And we'll see how many green tomatoes I get stuck with before I decide how much relish I'm going to make. I pulled muscles in my leg 2 weeks ago, still really painful and have difficulty walking. Hey, Wit Sally. Grape leaves keep the pickles crunchy. I'll have to go pick some wild grape leaves. Actually, my brother-in-law, where Arthur and Mel, the house that Arthur and Mel were living in, had grapevines, and my brother-in-law kept wanting to cut. He was the landlord. He kept wanting to cut them down, and they kept saying no. So I said, dig me up some of that root, but they're moving and they got a new baby and things are busy. But I want some grapes, and I want some real blackberry, good blackberry vines, and some blueberry bushes. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. I'll probably plant the blueberry bushes at the base of a spruce tree somewhere, or around a spruce tree, so they can get the acid from the pine needles that makes their color so beautiful. I'm sorry if I'm not reading chat, guys. I'm just sewing here and talking as I go. It's about 15 pounds of fresh. Wow, wait a minute. I got about 15 pounds of fresh garlic this morning right from the field. Oh, that's awesome, D. That's, whoops, sorry. That's awesome. I'm sorry about your knee. Yeah, my arthritis in my left knee, the one with the torn meniscus. I think that's what's happened. Is Angie is a masseuse, and she was here for a couple hours, and she said stand up and lean on the chair and swing that leg free, and my knee would go clunk 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 because I'm down to almost no cartilage. And she said, does that hurt? I said, no. And she said, I think it's your meniscus. So she knows all these body parts. She studied 2 years to become a masseuse, and then because of COVID, couldn't take the final exam. And she can't take it again because it's like you have to be, out of 20 people in that class, she and 2 others were the only ones who actually finished it. But she couldn't go because she was looking after her grandmother. She couldn't go to do the test. And then after a couple of years, you'd have to take the course all over again, right? Is zapping with all this rainy weather. Garlic cloves in each jar. Oh, there you go. Well, garlic and pickles is the thing, right? But I've left the apricot tree up because I honestly think that if we get the fill in that ravine spot there, and we rent a digger, the kind that Howie, with the scoop, Howie can dig up my apple trees next year. Is it rain? Feels like it's going to rain. Howie can dig up my apple trees and plant them over there. And if I get another apricot tree, I'm going to get Howie to dig up that one and then plant it over there as well. I'm going to have kind of a bit of an orchard. I just got to figure out a way to keep the bears out. You know what I mean? Am I missing any chat here? Be careful with your knee. I used to use a sports wrap just to be able to walk on my bad knee. Well, my bad knee is actually my left knee. I damaged my left knee when I was 11. Do you know how much of this straight garlic I can use to dehydrate? Sure, you can do it all. Why not? I would slice it very thin, though. I have no idea. I'm waiting for my garlic to put out scapes. And then when the garlic scapes, when I trim all the garlic scapes, I'm going to make kind of a pesto with hemp hearts and garlic scapes and chives and stuff over pasta and butter. It's going to be so good. Garlic is so good for you. Apricot chicken with slight cinnamon and sugar is awesome over rice. Hey, Warrior AZM. Well, I got a lot of plans this year, and it's driving me. You guys are keeping me sane because Howie had to feed and water the chickens. We only have the laying hens now, and there's only 4 of them, and they don't eat like the big ones did. But he had to feed and water them enough that they will do until tomorrow because I can't get up and down the stairs. Or do I want to try and walk out to the chicken coop right now? The scapes were all harvested from this garlic. Awesome, Rita. So, and it's driving me nuts because it's perfect weather for weeding because it's cool and breezy and overcast, right? And it's perfect for weeding, but I can't get out there. It's dangerous. Like Howie's like, take your phone with you wherever you go. Yes, dear. Right? Like when he was leaving, he goes, where's your walker? I said, it's in the pantry. And he goes and gets me I call it, I'll show you. Oops. There's my walker. There's Gracie's bed and her toy box. There's a solar panel. Gonna tell you a story about the solar panel. I was approached again by another company for a power station. First, it was Energizer, and then I told them this is what I'm willing to do, and I haven't heard back from them. But this was another one called Afery or something, and they contacted me and asked me to do a review of their 2,000 watt power. Excess weight does not help the bad knee. I know because I'm overweight as well and have 5 or 10 pounds off helps. Well, you know what? You're not telling me anything I don't already know, Linda. Right? But it's been a battle, right? I'm already, I'm a bear. I lose weight in the summer, which I've already lost a couple of pounds of my winter weight, and then I gain weight in the winter. So let me get this organized here. But the thing is I can only do what I can only do. This is my second race is missed because of the last time it was my hip. I really want to be out weeding the garden, but I dare not go out even with the walker because I can barely walk now. So Howie got me my walker, and then he said, now make sure your phone's with you at all times. And I said, yep, it's in the office. He said, that's not with you now, is it? Let me see. Rubbing cod liver oil on your knees. No. I have amyl gel, and I have some natural stuff that I've rubbed on my knees. Where is it? Was that the last one I used? That Penn Smith sent me for it. And it helps. But I mean, it feels like something's torn. When something's torn, something's torn. Right? I'm tempted. If I could, maybe I'll get Howie to do it tomorrow if my one knee is still really feeling damaged tomorrow. Hey, Willows! I'll get Howie to go out and get me some comfrey. Because comfrey, this would be perfect. Comfrey helps knit things back together. So if I make a comfrey poultice, just make sure if you ever use comfrey on an open wound that the wound is extremely clean. Otherwise, it will heal it shut. It will heal it shut with bacteria inside, and then can cause a really bad infection that you can't get out because the skin has knit so well. So these are things you got to think about when you're using comfrey. But for torn muscles or even cracked bones, like if you had a cracked rib, I'd put a poultice of comfrey on it, right? Because they can't bind them. I gotta fix this one pin here. I heard about turmeric, thought about getting some for my husband. Well, you got to be careful because turmeric is an anti-inflammatory, and everybody has this tendency to think that because it's natural, although I've never had a problem with turmeric, but because it's natural, people have a tendency to think it's not as bad as pharmaceuticals. Well, pharmaceuticals were designed off of nature. I got to tighten this up a bit. Pharmaceuticals mimic natural things. So just because something if you can't take something pharmaceutical like aspirin, then don't bother trying to take white willow bark. You know what I mean? Because that's nature's aspirin. It's the first. I really hate how they've confused people with the difference between modern medicine and original medicine. They call original medicine alternative. It's enough to piss off the good humor, man. But so maybe tomorrow, if I can get my stuff together early enough, I'll either make a pie because I found 2 jars Bev, Noreen's Kitchen has done a video asking for help. Both her and her husband are having medical issues and would appreciate if by playing her videos. Well, I'm in the same boat right now. I'm in the same boat right now. I can't, there isn't much I can do. Why do you think I'm doing live streams? But we'll definitely pray for them for sure. I maybe tomorrow, maybe if I can walk a little better or if I can get my stuff together, because like I said, I found 2 jars of blueberries in simple syrup from a few years back. And I think it would be really cool to have a pie waiting for Howie when he got home. But now I also have another idea. You know how I make my instant pancake mix? Maybe I'll do this instead because it seems to be easier. You know how I make my instant pancake mix? It's got egg powder and milk powder and everything in it. It's basically a cake mix without the butter and sugar. You see where I'm going with this? If you don't, well, maybe there'll be a video tomorrow or Monday. I'll try and do a video tomorrow. I know Noreen's having a real hard time with her hip. She needs hip replacement, I think. And so I know that they're going through a lot. Rick's always had some health issues from, he was disabled from, I believe it's the military. Don't quote me on that though. So, well, Willow, hi Pam. I am a Patreon member, but can't get to you. I don't know. I downloaded the app, but it does nothing. Okay. Pam, when you get, is this Pammy PS? No. When you go into Patreon and you see the live post that I'm coming on live, you click on the picture because that's the link. And when it starts the video, go down to the lower right corner and click on the YouTube app. You have to watch. I know a lot of people were having trouble getting into Freaky Friday last night. So you have to go in, if you're coming in through Patreon, you have to watch in YouTube, which means you go through Patreon, click on the video, but then when it opens up, go to the YouTube icon and click on it and watch in YouTube. And that way you can join in the chat. Wow, I'm almost done this here. I'll have to take the sheet off of my bed. It's really funny because, does anybody remember Patty Furby? She, I don't know what happened. Patty Furby was really good to me, but we had some things going on between Patricia Furia, if you remember, and Celtic Bear and all that stuff. So she hasn't talked to me in quite some time, right? Like, I apologized for not listening to her, but it doesn't really work. But she sent me some, like she sent Howie some t-shirts and stuff, but she sent me this blanket. It's like a throw, but it's not fleece. It's like velour almost. And one night I spilt a bit of water on the edge of my mattress, and I thought, I'm not getting up to change the whole bed. So I saw that blanket and I grabbed it and I put it over the bottom sheet. This is a fibromyalgia warrior awareness blanket. And Patty, if you ever see this, God bless your heart for sending this to me, because it's made my life so much easier. I have a tendency to toss and turn and roll in bed. Not like toss and turn like most people do, but it takes me a long time to get comfortable and into the sleep state, right? I'm an insomniac. But rolling over in bed kind of gets, gets the sheets all torn up and all over the place. And I'll tell you, this velour type throw on the bottom sheet helps me to roll over because I slide right across it. It's wonderful. So Patty Furby, if you ever see this, thank you for that. I really love that. I've only gone swimming once because it's been really cool. And I'm thinking that maybe I'm going to make like a dump cake with my pancake mix. What do you think? You think I should try it and see how it works? I have an idea. I really do. I have an idea on how I can get it to work. Uh-oh. I've only got about this much left to sew from here to here. I can't, okay. Message me on Facebook Messenger, Pam, on Monday if you're still having a hard time getting in. Okay? I'll see what I can do to help. If you message me on Messenger, I can direct send you the link. I do that for a few patrons. I direct send the link for the unlisted video in Messenger. So make sure you're on my Messenger, Pam, and I will direct send you the link. Have you ever written a collective cookbook? What's a collective cookbook? I have. Well, people think I have a cookbook. It's really not a cookbook. It's a small homesteading basics book. It's about making bread and boil bath canning, pressure canning, spice mixes. It's more of a homesteading book of stuff, right? So I don't even know if I have soap recipe in there. Hi, Leola. Thank you. I'm okay. I'm just in a lot of pain. So I'm going to be live streaming the next few days. Wait a minute. What about Katrina, babe? Okay, I know she had an obstruction in her bowel. Thank you, Katrina, for putting that out there. Joe's been looking after her husband, who's been battling cancer and COPD and all sorts of stuff for the last couple of years, and she's not been looking after herself because it's been, it's been exhausting. She's had no help, no physical help. You taught me how to make brown sugar. Well, thank you. I'm going to try, Jody. I'm going to try. This is my life when I can't walk. It's my chair or bed. Even my chair in the office doesn't help because I'm sitting up and my knees are bent and sat at a bent position. So it's me. Days like this, it's me in my power lift chair. But I'm going to get off here shortly. I've been watching you for almost 11 years. Well, there you go, warrior. I've been here since 2009. But I never really got going until about 2011, 12. Right? And our half-acre homestead, is doing rather poorly. Because most of my videos are videos I've done before. Asparagus on the barbecue or in the oven, drizzle a little olive oil, garlic. Oh, it sounds delicious. D-double. What did you say, Sherry? Gotta go have a better day. All right, honey, you take care. It was before I had my son, and he's now 10. Well, I've been around for a bit. Don't plan on going anywhere. But I am considering doing live streams like this. And any new content, like using this channel for live streaming. Then redo the live streams for if there's a project at hand, like making headbands or whatever. I will edit those for Life with the Wolfies because I think people are getting tired of me making the. We live pretty simple lives. And I think people are getting tired of me doing the same things over and over again. But it's just my life. Life is rinse and repeat in a lot of cases, isn't it? There's the last pin to come out. Howie wants me to patch his Dickies pants, but they're so heavy of a material that I'm not sure I'd be able to get a needle through. Just tuned in making a rhubarb pie in between breaking now. Hi, Lynn. Well, I'm thinking I'm either going to make a pie tomorrow, a blueberry pie, or chocolate chip banana bread. Do they pay you for the live streaming? Sure they do. Well, I mean, they'll put ads on it. I just discovered that I have a mulberry tree in my yard. I've lived here for 15 years, I guess. My neighbor must have planted a tree to pollinate it. Maybe. Mulberries. I don't think they grow here. Mulberries are like a tree. Mulberry tree is like a blackberry tree, right? Kind of like that. Oh man, please don't make me thread a new needle for 1 inch of fabric. Let's see. Give me a second here, folks. I got to concentrate on finishing up this little bit here so that my toenail doesn't catch an edge. And rip it again. Or rip the patch off. Give me a second here. This is going to take a couple of seconds. And then one over here. And this is the last. There, I've repaired 3 sheets in the last month. Just when I have downtime to sit. I was going to bite that back. So, now I can focus on the chat. Put my needle there. Take off my hoop. Need a good quilting hoop for repairs like this. Oh, my hands don't want to work. There we go. I like this hoop. I got it from Amazon. It really is. It has a ridge in it so that when you clamp it, it clamps in place really well. Oh, sorry, Gracie. I didn't mean to startle you. There. There's the hole in the sheet for my feet. And there's the patch. Yay! Gonna hang it on the quilt frame. Sounds like it hit the floor. So, see if I can get a little closer here. Hang on. Unlock this. Lock it back up. Hi. There we are. So, this is my life for at least today. Until Howie gets home. Where'd the chat go? Live chat. There we are. I just discovered... Okay. Thank you, Jody. Thank you. So, this is my life today. It's driving me nuts because I really would have liked to have gone with Howie because now that we're down to just the laying hens and the one rooster that Steffi's got to come and pick up. Hey, good evening from England, the good chip lollipop. Hi, Sharon. How are you, sweetheart? I want to go out and check on the chickens, but I know how he fed them, and he said that he gave them 2 pans of food and a full 2 gallons of water. So they should be fine. I mean, it was only the meat birds that were like you just couldn't leave because they'd eat an entire pan of food, and then that was meant for the whole weekend, and they would just right. So I could have gone this weekend, but I couldn't get in and out of the coach like it was with my hip before. Now it is with a knee, and I think it's a torn meniscus. Everyone thinks I should go to the doctor, but what good can they do? Right? I'm going to wait for Howie to come home tomorrow to get me some comfort, a couple of, I actually think I have some dried comfrey leaves. But I'm going to make myself when I can get up again, I'm going to make myself a poultice for my knee of comfrey, and hopefully that'll help it heal. Because it's definitely not just knee pain, it's something's broken or torn. And I'm pretty sure it's my meniscus because Angie told me about it, and then I went and looked it up, and I went, yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. So I have, like I said, what kind of bird was that? Oh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. These are just some of the things we do. These are some of the things that happen as we age, right? No, Angie was here yesterday for a couple of hours. Angie lives 3 hours away. That was yesterday, yeah. And I'm dying to get out and weed the garden. I really am. But I'm going to wait for when Howie's home. I'm good. I got a birthday party for my great niece today and a Father's Day cookout tomorrow. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow's Father's Day. Well, I am going to make a pie, or think about this. My pancake mix is like cake mix without butter and sugar. Well, I have like jars of pears and jars of apples in syrup. So what if I drain the syrup off, mix the syrup with melted butter, right? I will. Squirrel, I finally got to see the ocean. Hey, Waldo, was MIA for a week. Sorry, but I came home so sick and exhausted. It sucks. Travel's flu. Yeah. I know, but I'm glad you're back. You just have to go with it when it comes to getting old. I mean, like, that's why, like, people say, don't overdo it. When I have a good day, I got to get shit done. Period, full stop. Right? If it's raining tomorrow, it's raining. Hey, Angie, I'm stuck in my chair today. If I take my homemade pancake mix, right, and I mix it with melted butter and the syrup from my jar of pears, and I butter a cake dish, and I pour the pears into it, the drained pears into it, and I mix the butter and the syrup with my pancake mix. How much you want to make a bet? I get a dump cake. Chaga, it helps my energy boost. I'm making your apple spice loaf this Thursday. Oh, lovely. Well, thank you. I've had these for a really long time. I just repaired them yesterday with glue. You can see the glue strings hanging. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do that, or I'm going to make a blueberry pie. No, my pancake mix, Katrina Babe, is my pancake mix. It is made with flour, baking powder, powdered milk, and powdered eggs. All you have to do is add water to make pancakes. So if I take the liquid from the canned, because I bet you could do this with instant pancake mix at home, right? Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. I'll make a dump cake. I'll make an apple pear dump cake or something with pancake mix. That should be a decent video, and I'll do that live. Maybe I'll do that live. We'll see. I want to try a cobbler, maybe blackberry. Well, this is kind of the same thing, but Cobbler is where you get the fruit and you kind of, you take your fruit and you make a sauce with flour and butter and sugar, and you stir the fruit in, you put it, you get it all in a frying pan, then you dump like cake batter over it. So I'm not huge on cobbler. I look at dump cakes and cobbler as similar stuff. So I haven't decided. Chocolate chip, banana bread, blueberry pie, or apple pear dump cake made with pancake mix. What do you think? What do you want to see? What do you want to see on Monday? Today is cool and breezy, and I really wish I could be out in the garden pulling weeds. Just ain't happening. Well, listen, folks. Chocolate cobbler, it's to die for. Ooh. Never heard of that. Do all of them. Oh, you got a lot more, Katrina babe, you've got a lot more confidence in my moving ability than I do today. It's more like spring here today, cloudy and rainy. That's what it feels like. Okay, Karen, you take care, sweetheart. Listen, guys, I'm going to go now. I don't have any walnuts. And we don't do walnuts because Howie broke out really bad one year with walnut mold. So we don't buy nuts in the shell unless they're peanuts. Some old-fashioned rice pudding with raisins. Oh, Howie'd kill me. He hates rice pudding. You sure it's not your weight? That's your medical problems? Well, Rob, the Matrix guy, I'm sure my weight has a lot to do with my health problems. Now, what do you got? Because you either are here to point a finger at me and say lose weight, or, and try and make me feel bad, or try and point out the obvious. You honestly think I don't know that I have weight to lose? You think I've been just going, oh my God, I've been walking around with an armchair strapped to my ass most of my life? No. I am aware, but there's only so much I can do. Right? There's only so, if I had $300 a week to spend on my juicing stuff and all that, it is just that I lost 100 pounds in the past year and feel better. Well, good for you, Rob. I've had gastric bypass surgery in 2005, and I lost 146 pounds. I'm not saying what was rude. I'm just saying, you haven't been around long enough if you don't know what I have been through. I had a gastric bypass in 2005. I was well on my way to having a tummy tuck when what can I grow that will help boost my blood pressure when needed? I'm a stroke risk. Lots of green vegetables. Stroke risk and only 55 this month. Yeah, well, the problem is I had all the tools to work with my weight loss surgery because I got sober through a 12-step program. And, well, Rob, the Matrix guy, I'm glad you were able to. But my ovaries got sick. And I had some system shit going. And when your body loses weight at an extremely fast level, like at an extremely fast speed, if something else goes wrong in your system, like you get infected ovaries or uterus or something else, right? The first thing to stop working is the the weight loss surgery. Why? Because your body's losing weight extremely fast, and then all of a sudden, I got sick. And when you get sick, you're like sick in your system. No, I'm not talking flu. I'm talking ovaries and bowels and all that stuff. When that gets sick, your body goes, oh, you can't be losing weight like this. And it stops to help preserve the fat and everything you need to get you through an illness. Does that make sense? And it's never been, we're going through a lot of electrical charge in the air right now. Keep up the good work. Absolutely. Rob was not always overweight. Sometimes, like, Bev was not. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Angie. Angie has known me all of her life. All of her life. And I I'm sorry if I seem rude, Rob, but the truth is, I've been at this for a long. Hi, Connie. Standing, I just saw still standing about Wakefield. You live in a beautiful area. Get well soon. Thank you, dear. I prefer where I am over Wakefield. Wakefield is almost too commercial for me. I think that's the nicest way to put it. But when people tell me to lose weight or, say, oh, if you just lost weight, blah, 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 I've been hearing that for most of my adult life. And the truth is, when someone says that, if the doctor tried you on fibro meds, that can permanently change your metabolism. I can't have fibro meds. You know what they wanted to give me for fibro? Lyrica. I can't have Lyrica. I took it once. And then I almost tangled with a gangbanger in a Florida Walmart. You know what I mean? Wasn't overweight. When she got sick, she would have been dead. Her body had enough to survive off of. Well, that's the thing, Waldo. It's just that when people come in well-meaningly and lovingly say, if you lost weight, they obviously haven't been around me very long. You're obviously new, because it's a battle I battle with. Every summer I lose, winter I gain. I'm a bear. Anyway, we've been on here for almost an hour, and I have to go take my trusty steed, Hi-Ho Silver Walker, and head for the bathroom. And while I'm heading for the bathroom, I'm going to see if Gracie wants to go pee. I don't think so, because I made sure she went out before I sat down. And it's so complicated. I've lost 300 pounds, 200 on my own. Highest was 484. Medical issues started almost immediately. Currently in hospital, being monitored. Oh, Janice, I'm so sorry. Hey, old farmer's wife, how's it going? I battle too. I had to learn to love myself no matter what, right? Every day is a different set of circumstances that I have to adjust my life to. Every single day, right, is a different set of circumstances. Today, it's using a walker, and I'm already feeling it in my hip because my right knee is buggered up right now. They tried me on so many meds. They all made me gain weight. The thing is the Lyrica, I am an enigma when it comes to medication. I am drug sensitive, pharmaceutically sensitive, so I can't have any opiates. I can't have any anti-inflammatories, natural or otherwise. I can't have Valium. I can't have Librium. There's so many things I can't have. I can't have aspirin. I can't have Advil. I'm stuck with muscle relaxers, Tylenol, and marijuana. Those are my pains. CBD oil. Honey, I smoke marijuana and I drink medicated tea. And I can only drink the medicated tea for 2 days, and then I got to go off for 2 days because otherwise I build up too much of a tolerance to it, right? And it's not just that I'm drug sensitive, I'm also drug resistant. So when you go and look at Mrs.V's colonoscopy journey, I stayed awake for my colonoscopy. Why? Because even when they give me full count drugs for that colonoscopy, I do believe they give me Valium as one of the things they give me. And Valium has the opposite effect on me. It does not make me relax. It makes me hyper before I can relax. So it's that's why when I had my colonoscopy, I was awake for the whole thing. The second one I filmed. I filmed my whole colonoscopy. I was awake. So I mean, I'm not just drug sensitive, I'm drug resistant, right? So there's drugs that I can't have because they might kill me the next time I try them, because I used to be able to use them and then one day they just stopped working. They didn't just stop working, they turned on me. You know, hives and puking and all that stuff. But there's drugs that, you know, it's like anesthetic. When I'm on anesthetic, they learned that they had to put me on stronger anesthetic because I would wake up in the middle of surgery. I don't remember doing it, but apparently I did. So they had to be really careful with how much anesthetic they gave me or I'd wake up. Right? It's nuts. I am a nightmare and I really need new knees. And I'm not sure they're ever going to be able to do it for me because the after pain would be something I might not be able to do. I mean, they gave me, my last surgery, they gave me an epidural for the pain, for managing after pain. And I still itched all over, had nerve itch so bad. Even with Darkod and Benadryl. Constant Darkod and a drip and Benadryl every 4 hours. And I still had to get them to lower it. So, I hope you feel better about all that need prayers for health and dealing with problems. Absolutely. And I'm not here to bitch. I'm just here saying that, you know, every day is a different set of circumstances that I have to adjust my life around. Everybody goes through that. But if you live with chronic pain, especially if you're overweight and getting older, every day you have to go, okay, this is what's working today. This is what I can do today, right? Anyway, I'm trying to read the chat here. I'm going to get going because it's been almost an hour. I'm going to go try and go to the bathroom and put Gracie out and make a fresh cup of tea. I better stick with what I have because then I can't use my walker if I'm carrying a cup of tea. All right. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for keeping me company. And we'll see you all tomorrow on the public live stream at 4 o'clock on Life with the Wolfies. All right. Take care. God bless. And I love you guys. Don't ever forget that.